Hello my friends, Ahsoka the Geek here, and for today's review, or look, or whatever we want to call these things, we're going to take a look at the Endless Winter wave of figures from McFarlane Toys. So first off, I got these figures at Walmart, or actually my friend Aesthetic One on Instagram picked these up for me, so big thanks to Aesthetic One. These are part of that epic Walmart end cap that's been released in conjunction with the Batman release. So you have the Endless Winter wave, you have the Future State wave with two different Batmans, you have the Batman figures, you have General Zod. Just a ton of new figures were released in conjunction with the Batman, so that's where these figures came from. So these figures are based on the Endless Winter storyline from DC Comics, which, full disclosure, I did not read. I actually still read comic books, but I did not read that story. The guy in the middle is the Frost King. I keep calling him the Frost Giant because he reminds me of the Frost Giants from Game of Thrones. And the Frost King in the middle, he is the Build-A-Figure. He comes with, the pieces for him come with all the figures you see here. Except for Aquaman. Aquaman is a part of the Endless Winter wave, but he has not been released yet, and I guess he doesn't come with any of the pieces you need to build the Frost King. Anyways, let's take a look at these figures, shall we? So let's start off with Black Adam. So here's Black Adam, and to be honest with you, I'm not in love with this figure. It's, you know, I looked at the comic book art, and it's definitely, I see what they were going for here in the comic book. The head sculpt you see here, it's pretty accurate to the comic book, or I see the direction they were going in. But one thing I noticed was the gold paint doesn't extend to the back. Someone pointed out on my Instagram that it was probably because there was supposed to be a cape attached to him that was probably dropped at the last minute, and that makes sense. But it does look very unfinished, that part. And then Brad, the DC Universe Geek, pointed out to me that this kind of looks like a bib a little bit more than a part of the costume, and that was hilarious. But it's a fine Black Adam, you know, he's okay, he's, you know, he's alright. It's a fine first Black Adam from McFarlane Toys. I know they're doing Black Adam movie figures, so I'm anticipating we get a lot more Black Adam figures, so I'm excited about that. It is cool that he came with these, you know, electrifying accoutrements, or whatever you want to call these. So that's a cool look, and he looks good on the shelf. I mean, it looks great. If you don't have a Black Adam figure, this will be a fine first Black Adam figure for you to have with your McFarlane figures. I have a ton of Black Adam figures in, you know, 7-inch scale, and I have some of the DC Icon one in a 6-inch scale. So this won't be my go-to Black Adam for the moment, but he's a fine figure, especially if you don't have a Black Adam. So there you go. All right, let's try put him in the back and see if he doesn't fall over. Next, we have Batman. I don't know if there's an official, I forgot what it said on the box. I think they just called him Batman on the box. But this is Batman in his lovely winter coat. He looks cozy. He looks like he's ready for the slopes. So, yeah, I mean, this is a cool figure. I love the design of this costume. Reminds me of the old Kenner days where you had just multiple Batmans with, you know, different looks like, you know, Heat Wave Batman, Cold Batman, Ski Slope Batman. I wish this guy came with skis. I don't think he skied in the comic books, but that would be freaking dope if he actually came with skis. Oh, look, they all toppled over. Then he does come with this little Batarang thing, which was a very specific looking Batarang, so I'm sure this was used in the comics, hopefully. So that's a cool little Batarang. But yeah, I like this figure. The mask is very Vigilante-esque, as you can see here, so that's kind of cool. So maybe if you wanted to customize your own Vigilante figure, you could use him for that. But no, I like this figure. It's a cool Batman figure. All right, let's put him down here. See if he stands, or we'll see if he stands. Next we have Wonder Woman. Here she is. I love this figure. I especially love the sort of matte paint colors. I don't know, I dig it. It kind of gives me like a 2D look, I think, in my opinion. So I really love the matte paint. I think it would have been great in like metallic gold as well. But I'm digging this matte paint color scheme. So I think it looks great. Great head sculpt, very classic looking Wonder Woman face with, like, you know, armored Wonder Woman face. I love the Sansa Stark cozy, you know, cape or whatever this is, or blanket, or, you know, I forget, there's a name for these things. I don't know what it is. But yeah, this looks great. It looks, I mean, I don't know if it's comic accurate, because again, I didn't read the comic book really, and I didn't look at any art before the review, because I'm not that thorough. But yeah, she looks great. And also, all of these figures typical McFarlane articulation, guys. I mean, you know what you're getting in for here. Some of the newer figures have had a thigh swivel, actually, but not these figures. These figures have the typical McFarlane articulation. Great, works great for me because I just display these statues pretty much. This one, you get a little limited articulation because of her cloak, so you can't really move this arm up. But other than that, very typical articulation here. So I'm going to try to put her back. There she goes, and have her stand in the back here while we go through the rest. Next, we have Green Lantern, John Stewart. And this figure is just a re-release of the prior Green Lantern figure, except for his gloves. His gloves are different on this one. I have the other one. Yeah, the other one, the original one had black gloves as far as where the wrists are. It was black and green, so this one's just all green, and that's pretty much the only difference. Some people have mentioned he has a different head sculpt, but like, I don't think so, man. I think it's the same head sculpt, or if it is, it's a very slight difference. But yeah, it's the same figure. He just comes with these cool Green Lantern swords. But yeah, I really wish they had done something a little bit different with this. At least given us like a battle damage John Stewart, or some different colors of the green, or just something different other than the swords and the gloves. Because, I mean, other than that, it's just, you're just buying another Green Lantern figure of one you already had, most likely. So, I was a little surprised at that one. But, I mean, if you don't have this figure, it's a great figure. So, you know, might as well get it now since you need him to build the Frost King. So, but other than that, this is, you know, John Stewart from the previous release. Now, I had problems with him standing, so let's see if I can get him to stand in the... Oh, there he goes. We'll put him over here. Okay, next up is the Frost King. So this guy he's dope. I mean, this guy is a great figure. I'll be honest with you, it did take me a little bit of effort to get him all put together. He was definitely not staying together. I had to use some of my minimal strength that I have to get him to stay in his pegs. I didn't go the route of heating him up or anything or boil him in water to get him to stay together. So I was able to get him together just without, you know, just with some strength. But he is an awesome figure. He looks great. Now I guess the big question is he worth putting together, or are all these figures worth buying just to get him? And I would say yes. I think he is a really cool, unique design. It's comic accurate. He did appear in the comic book, and he's a cool figure, man. Look at that sword. The sword is a little bit stronger than the most recent swords. It doesn't look like you're gonna get that floppiness that you're used to. And the belt's amazing. I love the texture on it. So there's a lot of great stuff with this Frost King. So I would recommend him. I think he's great. I think he looks awesome. He's really cool Build-A-Figure, something unique. I mean, he's not like a classic character that you know a lot about, but he looks cool. And I'm all for just cool looking figures. I mean, that's a big reason why I like comic books, because the costumes and the characters look cool. So I am all in for that. But there you have it, guys. There is a look at the Endless Winter wave of figures from McFarlane Toys. Again, I picked these up at Walmart. I don't know how widely available they're going to be in the coming months. If they're going to be showing up at other stores soon. I mean, they're going to be everywhere, but I don't know how soon. So hopefully, if you pre-ordered them or got them from somewhere, you'll get these guys pretty soon. But that's about it for today. Thanks for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day. Take care.